Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Pirate101 Swashbuckler Edition. In the last episode, we managed to catch up to Finn Dorsal in the Temple of Gloom, and fought him off to retrieve Captain Avery's Jade Amulet. We ended up returning the Jade Amulet to him, and as he said, he would give us a ship. However, when we went to the docks to go see our new ship, it turned out not to actually be a ship, but a decrepit old raft. We will be, of course, going to Avery to see if we can get this resolved, but considering he wasn't exactly honest with us, I don't quite see this working out in my favor. Between episodes, I did actually change things up a little bit with my settings, so you should probably be hearing the background music and character dialogue a bit more clearly going forward. I would also like to say that I'm actually going to have the poll that I put up for this series end later tomorrow night, I think. Yeah, tomorrow night seems like it's a decent amount of time. You know what? I'll do it. I'll have it end tonight at around 11 o'clock. Consider that the end point for when to get your votes in for how you want this series to release. Anyway, let's go right on and talk to Captain Avery.
What? You don't like your boat? I mean your ship? Oh dear. But I'm afraid there's nothing to be done. I've honored the letter of our agreement. I'm afraid I can't give you a better ship, Captain, but I can point you toward that which every pirate loves even more than his ship. Treasure.
Well, I suppose I should have seen that coming, using trickery in a way. Well, at least he's going to point us on to something.
Have you ever heard of Captain Gunn? 'Tis a fine tale, and like the best of tales, it ends in gold. Captain Gunn was a legend of the skyways, feared by pirates and princes from Marleybone to Monquista. A finer smuggler never slipped past a blockade. Gunn sailed to Mushu, mysterious realm of the samurai and the ninja pigs. And there, he made a tremendous discovery. On the cliffs of Mushu, there grows a rare and tasty delicacy, yum-yum fruit, the most precious commodity in the spiral. That's right, yum-yum fruit. It can cure disease, grant strength, and even restore youth. And it makes your breath minty fresh, which is nice. Unfortunately, the Emperor of Mushu holds yum-yum trees sacred. Stealing yum-yum fruit is punishable by death. If you get caught. Gunn smuggled back loads of the stuff, and he sold it by the ton. Yum bread, yum cake, yum pudding. But his real stroke of genius was when he bottled it, and he called his creation Yum. Pirates went crazy for yum, and everybody else did too. Gunn was rich. He even trademarked the song. Whenever a pirate sings yo-ho-ho in a bottle of yum, crafty old Gunn makes a penny. When he retired, Captain Gunn was the richest pirate in history. And then he died. So, where's Gunn's gold? No one knows. His last will and testament is the key, and it's been lost for years. Until now. Oh, an associate of mine found the will, and I can get you on his crew, if you do me one favor. There's a chalice in the treasure, wrapped in sailcloth. Bring that one piece back to me, and the rest of Gunn's loot is yours. Go see Morgan Lafitte in Swashbuckler's Hall. She's trained some of the best fencers in the spiral. She knows the crew looking for Gunn's treasure.
Alright, well, I suppose that's enough, but knowing Avery and how he deceived us, I would imagine that sailcloth-covered chalice holds quite a bit more than what meets the eye. But for now, a promise of gold is probably about as good as we can hope for, so we're just gonna fly on down. And actually, before we do, I'm going to quickly open up the character menu. And we're actually going to go to... and not the character menu. If you press the Q key, you'll get your current quests. And we have a quest finder, which will allow us to go to any quest that we can actually activate. This one right here, I believe, unlocks the same time as this bad company quest. I would avoid doing this, at least for right now, unless you just really need an extra crew member because of how companions work in this game. I'm going to put off actually activating that, so we're just going to head on over to Swashbuckler Hall, yeah, and get this all taken care of.
And who is this? A pirate? A swashbuckler? Marvelous! You have come to train, yes? To sharpen your reflexes and skills to be a great fencer? I will teach you. Avery has chosen you to help find Gunn's gold? Bold choice! Seek out my sister in arms, Sarah Steele. Ask the barkeep at the Kraken Skulls tavern. But before you go, young swashbuckler, it is time for your training to begin. Observe!
Okay, so completing this portion of the quest unlocks training. For your own class, all these skills that you can learn are free. However, for other class skills and other trainers, you will have to spend practice points, which you will get throughout the game. I will go into those at a later date, but for now, we're just going to train this Walk in Shadows power. Hide for 3 turns, times 2 damage while hidden, ends when you attack. So can be rather useful. Gonna ignore that frog for right now because it's the quest that I had mentioned. We don't want to get her just yet. But I am going to show off that you can go to any of these other class halls. You can talk to the trainer, and you have at least some skills that need practice points. You will get a set amount of these by just leveling up in the game, and there are a few other ways to get them, but I will be going over that at a later point. So let's just actually... you know what? Let's first fly up and take care of some side quests, just to get them off our back.
Ahoy, pirate! Avery tells me you know how to get things done. Skull Island needs ye. We've been invited to join the great petathlon on Bestia. Joining the pet games could bring Skull Island the prestige we need to become a real republic. We're missing an egg. Our team's 1 pet short. The water moles over in Wongoo have a spare egg, but something's got them spooked. Their chief, Makamoto, won't hand it over. Give Maka this tiki. Hopefully it'll convince them. Get that egg and bring it to me at once. Captain Avery's counting on you to get it to Bestia.
Alright, well, we're just gonna grab some of these while we have the chance.
Proper pirate and resident of Skull Island, you have your own room in the dormitory. Before you take the grand tour, talk to Mr. Trelawney. He sells furniture and whatnot to decorate your room. He's got something for you, yeah?
Not all that much in terms of these. They're pretty short and mainly side objectives in this, but some will be a bit more drawn out. However, I wanted to take care of all 3 of these because they're beyond short.
Hungry for adventure? Looking to help out your fellow pirates? The Team Up Ledger lets you see if anyone's asked for help with a nasty battle. Just go to the ledger and look through it, and you'll see the name of every pirate who wants to team up to tackle a tough fight. Good hunting.
Okay, and by pressing the Q key, you can bring up your quests and change which of your quests is the active one. So, I'm just going to quickly take care of this team-up ledger one first, because I imagine that's actually the shortest one. Okay, well, that completes that quest. Now that we've taken care of that, we're gonna go see Mr. Trelawney. Who should be right up this way.
Well, hello there, young pirate. Captain Avery tells me you're to be joining us. Good to have you. I've got a little something for you to decorate your room. Like more furnishings, I have a fine assortment I can sell you. Now, head back to your room and give it a look over, why don't you?
Alright, well, looks like we have to quickly head to the bunkhouse just to take a look at the dorm. I won't be making much use of it, but it's good to let you guys know what you can do. Just a brief, simple room. We were in here once before, I believe. You can decorate it however you like and send any furniture you have to your storage, which I intend to do since I don't want to hold on to all of this. Because it will take up space in the backpack. Anyway, that taken care of. Let me just quickly see if there's any other quests. That is for later on in the game, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I think I'll save that for after we take care of bad company. So let's just find Skinny Pete at the Kraken Skulls tavern.
Sarah Steele? Ah, she's here, young pirate. The treasure hunters are in the cellar, meeting in private. Head down through the trapdoor yonder.
Alright, well, looks like we've got a meeting to crash.
Mind your tone with me, rat. You may be lending your ship to this enterprise, but the will is mine. I'm the leader.
So I'm to be not more than a lowly pilot then? Pshaw. How do we know you even have the will?
Oh, I have it all right. It's right here.
Probably shouldn't have shown that, Sarah.
Get him, boys, and take that will.
Well, we've got a fight on our hands.
I've got the will. The treasure's mine, you lubbers. Finish him off, lads. I'll meet you at the hideout.
Ratbeard stole the will. He's going to get away.
Yep, unfortunately he left, so now we've got to take care of his crewmates. At least the ones that he has here. Let's quickly have Suit would take on this one. And we're going to have Bonnie use her scatter shot to hit all three of these guys at once. And because I have a pet equipped, who is actually really strong, like overly strong compared to the rest of us, he should be able to handle anything that we don't take care of ourselves. This is the pet that was on my Buccaneer. I mainly just brought him along because it's easier to have a pet already trained up than to go through the training in this game, but I will go over it at a later point. And it would seem my pet is healing Bonnie, so that's good. Alright, well, now we're just all gonna gang up on this guy.
I owe you my life, young pirate, and I'll gladly join your crew to repay the debt. Now let's go upstairs and get that thieving rat.
And a quick color change for her costume. Let's take a quick look at our new companion. Sarah Steele. Mouse Fencer, Swashbuckler like us, so more agility would be good for her. She does have talents that we can select, actually, since she joined at level 5. She's got one talent right now, Alert, which will make her take 50% less damage from traps. She has these powers, Walk in Shadows, Epic Strike, Pirate, and Repel Borders. Okay, well, it's fine. I personally like to start by getting rough on all of my guys just so that they hit a little bit harder. As we go on, we'll probably get a few stronger. Now then, let's just go up.
You chasing Ratbeard? He come barreling through here like a greyhound with his tail on fire. Ran out the front door. Go get him.
Alright.
You looking for Ratbeard? He went that way, towards the docks.
Okay, we can't let him escape. Come on.
Looking for Ratbeard, are we, Captain? I can help you, young pirate. I know precisely where Ratbeard has gone. How do you ask? I may be blind, but I have acute hearing. I distinctly heard a group of 6 pirates running by. From the sound of their panting and their distinct smell, they were definitely wharf rats. I heard Ratbeard himself call to raise sail for home. It's well known Ratbeard and his gang make port at the blood shoals in the channel beyond. There's no time to waste. Talk to Dockmaster Dan and take possession of that death trap. I mean boat. Race to blood shoals. You'll find him.
Well, it seems that we don't have much of a choice. We're gonna have to take that raft as our ship.
There's your ship. She ain't pretty, but she'll fly at least as far as blood shoals. Head on up the pier to claim her and be on your way. Good hunting.
Now, let's see here. Okay, the raft has collapsed into this bottle, which is honestly a rather interesting way for pirates to keep hold of their ships. Honestly, rather creative. The name will always be randomly generated for this ship, as with all ships that you get throughout the story. So I don't think we'll be changing it. When we obviously buy our own ship to replace this death trap, we'll be getting something that we can actually name, so we can look forward to that. Anyway, let's board. And with the sailing station, we can now leave the confines of Skull Island. Now, as I remember from Butchbeard's little cover of Sailing in the Skyways, arrow keys will decide how fast you move and in what direction. The bar on the right will determine how fast you're going on average, with that being the max. Pressing the windstone or Z key, I believe. Yep, Z. That will boost you. However, using boost will cost money, as you don't get it back naturally and will have to spend money to get it. Pressing the spacebar will lower your anchors to get you to stop moving. Traveling in these colored little passageways are basically safe havens where you can just ride through the skyways safely, or just avoid combat in general. The powers off to the bottom right will be how you attack regularly, how you attack at a attack specially, which personally is alright. Cards will denote their range, accuracy, and what damage they'll do. You'll always have at least one repair card or something that will help you out, and then something to just give your ship natural bonus buffs like accuracy and dodge chance. It'll be a bit more clear when we actually get into ship combat a bit later, but for now, let's make our way to Blood Shoals. Every time you enter a new area, you'll activate the life fountain for that area, so you don't have to worry about getting knocked out and being sent back to Skull Island or wherever it is you were. You'll just be sent back to the closest life fountain. There are a few quests here, but I will be handling that probably next time, because we have been going on for a little bit. I know it's still quite short, but you know what, let's just progress the plot a little bit more.
Judging by all the footprints, it looks like a crowd walked into that cave there. It doesn't look like anyone's left. Ratbeard will answer for his treachery.
So let's see if we can find Ratbeard.
Wait, you still live? Stay and hear my tale of woe, I beg you.
Well, it would seem we are too late. Ratbeard's not here, and a bunch of ghosts of his crew are here, so we're gonna be in a bit of a pickle, I say. Well, only one thing to do. We'll have to talk to them, but I will save that for next time. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.